Hi folks, my name is Phil and welcome to Expo Aviation. This short video takes a quick look at what it's like passing through Manchester Airport during September and October 2020. I previously did a video covering my experience in July, but things have changed a little now, so let's take a look. Once again we begin at Terminal 1, and since I was flying with Jet 2 I would be using the downstairs check-in area, or Departures B. As soon as you enter the building there are several hand sanitizer dispensers which you're encouraged to use, and from here on in you're required to wear your face mask. The Jet 2 check-in area had several staff scattered around to process us. You're encouraged to check in online, so the staff just need to see your boarding pass and passport, which of course requires lowering your mask for a moment. After that you move over to the machines to print your bag tags and then head over to a desk to drop your bags off. Unlike our July visit, we would not be using the lower level security screening area, and instead were directed upstairs towards the main check-in area to pass through security up there. Remarkably, there was no waiting around in a queue here as we passed through in just a couple of minutes. After exiting security you may notice that compared to July there are more stores open, though the area itself is still very quiet. The Boots and WH Smiths here were still open, but now the Travelex currency exchange and Starbucks are open as well. After passing through the large duty-free shop we come out near the departure lounge. Unlike July, almost all of the stores are open again, so you can get any last-minute bits before you travel. There are now more places to eat and drink as well, which gives everyone a chance to spread out, as the terminal is now busier given that Terminal 2 has been closed and the flights transferred over to Terminal 1. The bars and restaurants do require you to use either the NHS Track and Trace app or fill out a small contact form, and it's table service once inside. Café Balzar was open, which was good as it offers a view of the apron outside. Not that there was much activity. Still, it was nice to be able to look outside whilst having a beer. As you can see, a couple of smaller food outlets are open on the lower level, as is the Burger King. There are some more seats down here too, as well as an information desk. The complimentary newspapers were back in stock too, with the choices being either the Sun or the Times. Our flight would be departing from Pier C. My aircraft was parked up on a stand to the right of this corridor, so it involved going down some stairs and then climbing back up on the other side. The gate area was normal and boarding would take place pretty much like a normal flight, just with a small gap between folks in the queue, and you do have to scan your own boarding pass. I was going to the Greek island of Skiathos. On landing there, at least one person from every party gets tested for the virus. This has changed from July, where it was a bit more random. Everyone heading to Greece has to fill out an online form at least 48 hours before heading there. These are all checked on arrival without exception. Prior to arrival in the UK, you're required to complete the government's passenger locator form. It can only be done within 48 hours of your arrival to the UK, so bear that in mind as you may end up filling this form in on your phone and it can be a bit awkward. You also have to do one per passenger, unlike the Greek one which was one per household. I returned to Manchester a week later. Again, face masks must be worn for the duration of the flight, and they must be worn at all times in Manchester Airport. Your completed tracking forms are checked at a temporary station which has been set up just before passport control. Border control officers are waiting there for folks who haven't completed them and will assist them with completing the forms at some nearby desks. While I don't know if you get a telling off or not for completing the form, I know that you end up waiting around a while. This is down to two reasons. First, there are only a handful of positions available to process the forms, and secondly, those who hadn't originally completed the forms were made to wait until we'd passed, then join the back of the queue. Passport control is pretty much standard. The machines are in use and you'll be directed to one as normal, though of course you'll need to remove your mask for the machine to verify your identity. Beyond that it's over to the baggage hall, which with the exception of the new hand sanitizer stations is the same as usual. Our flight landed just after 10 PM, so most of the shops and food outlets in the arrivals hall were already closed. However, WH Smith's was still open. There's also an information desk down here, though it closes at 11 PM. The taxi office and taxi rank are outside and are operating as normal. Recapping on what was open on the Sunday daytime inside Terminal 1, a lot more is now open compared to July. If you want something hot to eat, then you have a couple of options. There's Café Balzar on the ground floor, which has a view of the apron outside. The Grain Loft is also open and located on the mezzanine level. Burger King's on the ground floor in the small food court area, along with an upper crust. Starbucks was open too if you need a fix of coffee before your flight. WH Smith's and Boots was open, both the ones immediately after security and the ones inside the departure lounge proper. The Travelex currency exchange was now open. with the large one immediately after security being open and manned. The smaller one near the departure lounge seemed unstaffed, though the ATMs outside were working. There's hand sanitizer stations located at various points across the terminal, and the toilets are in use as normal, so don't be afraid to go to Manchester Airport. They've taken several precautions to keep folks safe while they travel. The staff, be it airport, airline or retail staff, are all friendly and willing to help. It's a bit of an alien situation. Just remember, wear your face mask at all times and keep using the hand sanitizer and you should be okay. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to let those who've got flights booked know what to expect, or at least what my experience was. This was a bit of an unusual video for me, so I hope it's been helpful or of interest to you. I do trip reports from my flights, of which the Skiathos flight with Jet2 will be covered shortly. If you're interested in the history of airlines of yesteryear, then you should subscribe to catch my Grounded series as it lands, and once again, thanks for watching.